From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, after the storms last night, we are finally kind of settling into an early summer weather pattern. Unfortunately, it's going to be pretty short-lived because by the end of the upcoming weekend and then through much of next week, we're going to have another heat wave moving into Acadiana. So some more high heat on the way, but at least in the short term, a slight break. So here's the upper level pattern, and we continue to remain in between two features. Area of high pressure off to our west, but that has nudged just far enough to the west to, again, allow for high temperatures today to be a little bit more so near normal. So instead of the upper 90s to near 100, low to mid 90s this afternoon. Got another area of low pressure off to our east that is keeping a pretty unsettled weather pattern across a good part of the southeast. And what we're going to see tomorrow, another one of these disturbances aloft kind of roll on in like a bowling ball, and that's going to help to create a pretty good scattering of some showers and storms, more so across southeastern Texas, western Louisiana. And again, that's where the highest rain chances will remain, but still a few scattered storms will remain possible here across Acadiana over the next couple of days before eventually they pretty much get zeroed out, especially by the end of the weekend and all of next week. Power Doppler 3 showing a few scattered storms, mainly across the coastal regions. That was expected. Thus, we did have that 30% rain chance in place today. But again, a couple of thunder showers, mostly for southern Vermilion Parish in and around the intracoastal city, just to the west of the point there in Sippermore Point, and some more isolated activity, light to moderate showers as you get into portions of St. Mary Parish. Those gradually moving off to the south, so we're going to maintain about a 20 to 30% rain chance over the next couple of hours, but then after sunset we will look to stay relatively quiet. Now again, what's not quiet, the tropics. Pretty rare to see this in June, this wave train coming off the African coast. We have tropical storm Brett. Winds are actually now of 65 miles per hour. Area of disturbed weather behind it, Invest 93L. That still has an 80% chance to develop over the next 7 days. And then behind it, another impressive looking wave coming off the African coast. Still nothing from the Hurricane Center on that one. But again, two games in town. First off, tropical storm Brett now has winds of 65 miles per hour, moving pretty quickly to the west at 15. And it's pretty much going to hover in the 65 miles per hour range over the next couple of days. However, as it continues to track westward into the Caribbean, it is going to be encountering a very hostile environment. Some very strong upper level wind shear. Thus, it is expected to weaken this weekend. Could dissipate altogether, but regardless, a lot of the moisture associated with it is going to be heading towards Central America, and that's what the European model continues to show. Again, Brett on a weakening trend as it tracks through the Caribbean, eventually again heading for Central America. Behind it, again, Invest 93L. If it were to achieve tropical storm status over the next couple of days and through the weekend, the name would be Cindy, but good news here, looks like that's going to be recurving out into the open Atlantic. So both features remain to be no threat to the Gulf of Mexico nor us here in Acadiana. So here we go, those showers that we have across the coastal regions this afternoon coming to an end later on this evening. Mid 70s is where we'll start the day tomorrow. It's going to be a partly to mostly cloudy day, low to mid 90s into the afternoon. Notice best rain chances, southeastern Texas, western Louisiana. Some of this, again, will clip western Acadiana and the southern parishes. So we're going to hold rain chances at around 30 to 40%, but certainly not everyone is going to get wet. Similar story into Friday, starting out mid to upper 70s with a few scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Highs climbing in to the lower 90s. And then thereafter, rain chances on a downward trend as the heat is going to start to crank up once again. Mid to upper 70s by tomorrow morning. Most of us push at least into the lower 90s tomorrow afternoon with those heat indices sneaking into the triple digits. 75 your projected low tonight. Again, still a couple of those showers and thunder showers on the radar, at least over the next couple of hours, enough to maintain rain chances at around 20 to 30%. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy. 93 will be your projected high. We'll say scattered storms most likely for western and southern Acadiana. Rain chances at 40%. Not everyone gets wet. Similar story on Friday, but then look at this. Rain chances heading down into the weekend. Pretty much zeroed out Sunday through the rest of the 10-day forecast. Very hot temperatures, upper 90s to near 100 on some of those days. Heat indices will be much higher than that as we start to favor a mostly sunny skies, guys. So it looks like we'll get another June heat wave.
Yeah, on a double
Unbelievable.
dose of triple digits.
Yeah, when
Today.
I came today, I put in the 100 in there. Maybe not in Lafayette, but certainly somewhere in Acadiana.
All right. Thanks, Bradley. We've been warned.